swear I'm actually gonna hang up stuff and get this room like cool. I bought nails, so we're on the right path. If any of you follow my Instagram at theepicplace.com, linked below, you'll know that I am obsessed with Steven Universe. I think I've actually also said that on my channel a couple times. When I get obsessed with a fandom, I get obsessed. That's why I call myself a nerd. I'm a very critical person. I watch a movie and someone's like, how did you like the movie? I'm like, it was okay. When something really good comes along, I'm all about it. I hope that means you can trust that, like, when I say I like something, I really like it, and I'm not gonna tell you that just because. My biggest fandoms up to this point have been Marvel, basically just Loki, Stargate, Star Trek, Merlin, and Doctor Who. Steven Universe is now up there. I haven't really got invested in fandom in like a year probably. So when this came out and captured my attention, I was just like, yes. I've been a little bit frustrated that all of my favorite characters that I obsess over, that I fangirl over, have always been guys. Even like my sub-fandoms, like the things that I've been kind of obsessed with but not as obsessed with. Daredevil, Sherlock, I like Pirates of the Caribbean, but my favorite characters in all of those have always, and I like the Next Generation, have always been the guys. But with Steven Universe, it changed all of that. First of all, the statistics are better because like most of the characters are female, but also they're just so good and queer. Steven Universe has taken over my life for multiple reasons. Because of the good representation, but also just because of the type of life topics that it tackles, which is I feel like what grabs me besides good acting in any of my fandoms. It tackles like super deep stuff, especially for a cartoon, but really just for anything. It's really focused on relationships. Like two gems, which are the aliens in the show, can form fusions and form one gem, which is really symbolic of relationships. So they'll have the different fusions being like symbolic of different kinds of relationships. One's a really healthy, solid relationship, and a lesbian relationship that. One's a one-sided relationship, you know, so one always wants to fuse and one doesn't, and you know, a power imbalance. One's like a toxic relationship. They explore, but they do explore toxic relationship. They explore grief, depression. They explore codependency. They explore consent. They like are so deep and also so entertaining and funny at the same time. Characters are great. My girlfriend who introduced me to it and is basically Pearl is always telling me how the show is like a good fanfic of itself. Because usually I watch a movie and I'm like, they could have explored all of this stuff. Then I go look at the fan fiction and find out that the fans thought the same thing and they wrote the fan fiction of that stuff. Steven Universe doesn't leave any of that. It writes its own fan fiction. Not that I'm not excited to explore Steven Universe fan fiction, but it does its own, it tells its own story. It completes the emotional progression of the characters. That's been my problem with the last few Loki movies, is that things happen and he didn't have any emotional time to process it. He didn't react realistically. There was nothing there like there had been in the other movies, not that realistic essence. Where with Rebecca Sugar, the creator of Steven Universe, like she always gives the characters an episode, even sometimes each, to process emotional things that happen, and she's so good at that. The thing that I'm missing from so many of the franchises, I just want to be like, can Rebecca Sugar please direct the Loki movies? It's not like out of the concept of possibilities. Like, okay, so Cartoon Network has all these different shows. It has like a Teen Titans show from the DC universe, right? Can't they just please make a contract with Marvel to make a Thor and Loki TV show, cartoon, like I've always been wanting them to, and Rebecca Sugar can just be in charge of it, or someone with the same heart for emotional processing, and because there's so much to be processed there, and I just don't feel like we're gonna get it in the Marvel movies. Like, maybe Loki's not dead after Infinity War, but we need a better way to continue this story. And I love the songs. So yeah, it's a real exploration of like different types of relationships and hope and dreams and like purpose, and it's just so good. I showed a little bit of my fan art. I drew like Pearl as Evelyn one time, and I drew me and Evelyn as Rose and Pearl. I don't know how much I'm allowed to spoil, but she and I like have our relationship like as if we're a diamond and a pearl. Like, she's my pearl and I'm her diamond. And so I have a little bracelet, if you can see. Yep. And she has the pearl one. Yeah, she and I have been watching it all the way through, and we just cut up the last few episodes, which are just like mind blowing. They're really good about twists and revelations at the end of episodes. Just if you haven't watched Steven Universe, I implore thee, please. Also, if you're a musical person, that does have a lot of songs in it, which are like loads of fun. I'm practicing singing them. Evelyn can play them on the piano. So I really want to sometime tell me in the comments below if you would like us to perform some of the songs on my YouTube channel. And this is something that I've missed, like obsessing over fandoms. Like, it's just a great show, and it's ongoing, and it's fun to be a part of an active community like this. Like, I'm going and looking up the cosplays, and I'm actually thinking about doing a cosplay. Wait, let me quit. And me being pink and her being pearl. So I'm trying to figure out what all the things are that I'm gonna need. I could try like thrift shops and stuff. Yeah, while I've been in the yoga shop, I've been planning out what we might need for that. So I'm really trying to focus on my original stuff, so I'm not doing a ton of fangirling. I need to find a non-gendered word for fangirling. But at the same time, appreciating like quality art inspires me to make better art. So I think fangirling or nerding out is an important part of being a creator and being an artist. Well, if you want to follow my nerdy journey some more, follow me down on my socials. I update Instagram all the time. Go ahead and subscribe if you want to stay in touch with me here, and always remember that we are epic heroes today and every day of our lives, and I'll see you in the next video. Okay, bye.